Okay, so today I'm here to talk to you guys about how to paint a car. I painted my car and I had to research a lot on how to do it. And the first steps you have to take are finding out what you want to do and figuring out how to do it. Like if you want to lacquer your car and use an aerosol spray that comes out of one of those containers that looks like a fire extinguisher, you have to figure out where to rent it. And after you do that, you have to decide what colors you want or color if you're the average person. But I'm not. I couldn't decide. So after that, you have to get tools. You have to have a sander, you have to have tape, you have to have an area to do it in. And once you have all that, you have to set it up, make sure everything's where it should be. So if you're outside, the wind doesn't affect it, or the sun's not going to make it dry faster, and all that good stuff. So once you do that, if you choose spray paint like I did, you go to Home Depot and pick out the color or colors you want. And it takes about 1 can to 2 cans to do a door. It takes about 4 to do a hood, 2 to do a trunk, and 2 to do the roof, which I thought was crazy because the roof doesn't seem that big, but it takes 2 cans of spray paint. So once you get all your supplies, you have to sand the car down all the way to the metal, and there's usually 3 coats of paint between the top and the middle. You have your clear gloss, and then you have your paint, and then you have the primer. So you have to sand through all of that. It took me like 6 hours at least to sand my whole car down, and it was exhausting. But I made sure I could see the basic red metal that was under it because it used to be red. So after you do all that, then you put your primer on, and you have to do it in an even coat so that nothing is spotty or like you can see through to the metal, because that's bad and your paint won't stick, which is why you need primer. It's like on nails. When you get your nails done, they put the primer on before they put the acrylic on. So once you prime your car, you have to let it dry and make sure that it doesn't move when you touch it. The paint can't bend, it can't sink in, and hopefully there's no dust in it. So once you're done priming it, then you decide your paint colors. If you just have one, then you can start pretty much anywhere. But make sure you don't get it on the windows or the tires or the rims or anything important like that. And then you just have to spray an even coat all along whatever you're painting and make sure the tape's good. And after that, you let it dry, and it's usually smart to do a second coat because weather damage can affect the paint a lot. Like my car, I didn't do a second coat in some areas, and it's faded a lot from sun and rain and snow since I'm from Idaho. And so you do that, let your coats dry, make sure everything's good, check back for missed spots or thin areas. Then after that, you do your clear gloss. And I really wanted to do a prismatic gloss that changes color in the sun, but I just got your basic clear spray gloss. I went over everything and made sure it was as even as the paint. Let that dry, and after that, it's usually good to do another coat of clear gloss to make your car look finished and professional-ish and decent. So once you do that, you can take off all the tape and remove everything you had covered, take down your area, see if you have any paint left for touch-ups, and once it's dry, you can drive it. And that's how you paint a car. Everybody clap.
You might have to redo that because I don't think